Good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss about the short answer questions. And the tests will be conducted from next week onwards. So you should try to study for all the questions, book back questions, whatever I am marking. I am trying to make you understand what are the points to be written. So short answer questions. First question: what are the various routes by which transmission of HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, takes place? The answer is in page number 310, 310. I have come there, only 4 points are there. These 4 points to be written. HIV is transmitted generally by, first point, sexual contact with infected person. If the person has got the HIV or AIDS and sexual contact takes place with the infected person, means the healthy person also will be getting the disease. So transmission of the HIV will be taking place from the infected person to the healthy person through sexual contact. Second point, use of contaminated needles or syringes, especially in the case of intravenous drug abusers. So used syringes and needles should not be used at the time of transfusing the blood, or whenever an injection to be taken, the used needles and syringes should not be used. So disposable syringes to be used. So use of contaminated needles or syringes, especially in case of intravenous drug abusers. So from the drug abusers or from the infected person, the healthy person also will be getting the HIV infection. Third one, by transfusion of contaminated or infected blood. The blood bank, if the blood bank is having the HIV infected person's blood, and at the time of donating the blood from the blood bank to the patient, the through blood, the HIV also may be transmitted. And the fourth point is from infected mother to her child through placenta. If the mother is infected with HIV and the fetus developing in the mother's womb, then from mother to child the infection will be transmitted. So these are the 4 points to be written. Now next question: how is a cancer cell different from a normal cell? Here I have written the answers. The cancer cell from the normal cell. Cancer cell, they are heterogeneous cell. Already I have discussed at that time. Heterogeneous, first point it is. Heterogeneous cells means they are different types of cells. Cells are not uniform size, shape and characteristic feature. So heterogeneous, that is the meaning. But normal cell, they are homogeneous. They are homogeneous cells. Second point, they show abnormal division. There is no control over cell division. But normal cell, they show the normal division. Third point, they interact with the surrounding cells in case of cancer cells. But in case of normal cells, they never interfere to the neighboring cells. They are having the individuality, they never show the interaction with the neighboring cells. Fourth point, these cells are loosely arranged, so they migrate, they move. Migrate means they move from one place to the other place of our body, and after reaching to the other places, the cells will be interfering to the other cells. But in case of normal cell, they are compactly arranged. They never move. They are not loosely arranged, so they cannot move from one place to the another place. These are the 4 points to be written for this question. That is the second question. Third question, differentiate between type 1 and type 2 diabetes mellitus. Come to the page number 307. Already has been discussed. Again I am going to discuss what is the meaning. That is the page number 307. Type 1, that is insulin dependent diabetes, which is called IDDM. Already I have told expanded form. And type 2, it is called non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. That means NIDDM. So first point is the prevalence, which type, how much percentage people will be affected by type 1 and type 2. Only 10 to 20%. That is called prevalency. Prevalency means how much percent, how many people will be getting out of 100. But here type 2 80 to 90%. Number second point, age of onset. At which age these type 1 or type 2 diabetes will be shown by the person. Juvenile onset, that means below 20 years the person will start to get the type 1. But type 2 maturity onset, that means more than after 30 years people will be starting to get this type 2. That is called age onset, age of onset. Third point, body weight. In case of type 1 normal or underweight it may be, but in case of type 2 it is obese people, overweight people will be getting this type of problem. Defect. Fourth point is defect. Insulin deficiency due to destruction of beta cells. Beta cells mainly responsible for the secretion of insulin. So insulin secretion will be not taking place due to the destruction of the beta cells. But in case of type 2, target cells, beta cells will be producing insulin, but insulin will be working on which cells, those cells will be not responding to insulin. So target cells do not respond to insulin. Now last point, treatment. Insulin administration is necessary. That means insulin to be taken from outside through injection or through medicine. And in case of type 2, can be controlled by diet, by doing exercise and by taking medicines. But in case of type 1, direct insulin to be injected into their body, because insulin is not at all secreting by the beta cells which are present in pancreas. So that is the question, third question we have discussed. Now next one, why is a dietary restriction recommended for an obese individual? For an obese individual, dietary restriction, page number 308. Dietary restriction, I have come to the only 4-5 points, lines are there. What type of diet to be taken by the obese people? Low calorie, that means the diet or food which is having the less amount of energy, less calorie is given. Normal protein, vitamins, minerals, restricted carbohydrate and fat, high fiber diet can prevent overweight. These are the things to be taken to maintain the weight. Calorie restriction for weight reduction is safe and more effective. These 2 points to be written for that question. Now, next part. What precautions to be taken for preventing heart diseases? What precautions to be taken for preventing heart diseases? There are 3 points have been discussed in your book. First one is called page number 308, diet management. Reduction in intake of calories. Again the same thing. Low saturated fat, fried items to be avoided. Cholesterol rich food, fat containing food to be avoided. Low carbohydrates and common salts are some of the dietary modifications are needed. Diet rich in PUFA. You have to know what do you mean by PUFA. Full form of PUFA is P for poly, U for unsaturated, F for fatty, A for acid. PUFA. PUFA is essential. Unsaturated fatty acid to be taken. Increase in intake of fiber diet. Fruits, vegetables, proteins, minerals and vitamins are required. Second point is physical activity. The person who is having this type of heart disease, they should go regularly for physical exercise. Regular exercise is needed. Walking and yoga are essential for body weight maintenance. And the third point, addictive substances avoidance. if the person is having the heart disease and is having the addiction to alcohol or to smoke, they should avoid all these things. So avoid, that is called addictive substance avoidance, alcohol consumption and smoking to be avoided. So these 3 points to be written for that answer. Now next question, long answer. There are 2 questions have been given that we studied, marked also, that will be discussed in the next topic. Okay, thank you children.